We had trouble getting here with traffic today?
Yeah, traffic was crazy.
On Sunday?
Warrensville on the road. Like, everybody and their mama's out.
Really?
Yeah.
On
They must
Sunday?
have been giving ribs away for free or something.
That sounded racist, but we're not going to even go there.
Just saying.
Got Dre Evans behind the big old Mac computer back there. One of his favorite machines. Did anybody know he was working on the Mac?
I cannot believe it.
Oh, that's right. Dre's not a Mac guy. And I guess he's keeping that a secret, that he's working behind the biggest Mac I've probably ever seen in my life.
That is a big-ass screen.
That's a big monitor back
That
there.
is a big screen.
Dre, what up? How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm good. I see the topics, man, that we got for the show today, and it's gonna be a great show today, fellas.
Hey,
Yeah,
we ready.
yeah.
Omar came prepared today. I
Well,
don't.
the topics were your idea.
I was trying to give you more credit, but thank you.
Hey,
They were.
I'm about sharing.
But actually, we ended last week's show with a little joke about the contact sport, so I thought that'd be a good way to pick up. So, the first question we're gonna start with is: the first is gonna be, should kids play contact sports at a young age? But that's gonna happen. So I think the more appropriate question is, what age should we start allowing kids to play contact sports? Maybe football, hockey, lacrosse, things like that. What's the age? And
Rugby.
yeah, rugby, that counts.
Rugby. They're actually they put a rugby club team in Cleveland Public Schools.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I
John
like that.
Marshall girls.
Oh, okay.
First club rugby team in the district.
I'm not even joking when I say I want to see that. I've never seen a live rugby event. So
Yeah, they kind of did it quietly, so I'll see how this goes. It's kind of like a test run.
Okay.
Yeah.
So might as well just go there. What age do you think, if we use football as the example, that's the sport that we mostly
Right.
attach contact sports to.
Mhm.
What's the age you would start your child, or you think would be appropriate?
I think that, the age of 6 seems to be
Wow.
where we've started as a league, and, nationwide, really. 6, my son started at 6. No regrets. I think at the age of 6, it starts to build that character of an athlete.
Okay.
The habits, the work ethic that's needed. So I think 6 is a age that's appropriate. Now you do have options. You can go flag football, but the rules are different. The play is different. But a lot of people don't know flag is just is really contact.
physical.
Yeah,
It's
it's really physical in flag, and a lot of people don't realize that. So, like I said, 6. I mean, I've coached 6, 7, 8-year-olds. My son played, and the risk of injury that everybody thinks is going to happen at that young age, we just don't see it as a league, and we actually track those things. Cleveland Community does a great job of tracking injuries, tracking recovery, and keeping up with things like that. It's player safe first.
Okay. For any parents or anyone that's watching that might not understand why this question is being asked, the biggest topic, or one of the biggest topics in the NFL, is concussions. And what we're learning is there is a brain disease called CTE. And off the top of my head, I don't know what it stands for. I just know that repeated blows to the head can cause this, and the symptoms of it, you really don't even we're just learning about it.
Yeah.
It can't even be diagnosed until you're dead, because it's a study of your brain.
Yeah.
So obviously you can't test that if, certain parts of your brain if you're living. So what they're finding out is a lot of players have had this. It started at a certain point in time when they were hitting their heads, and it just gets worse. And so what you just said was you guys do a good job in the youth leagues of tracking it.
Right. Muni. I'm not going to speak for all youth leagues,
Right.
but Muni, yeah, because we're amazing.
What? I'll ride with that for a minute. The thing is, okay, so you're basically saying case by case, if you see something, you guys will stop it.
Yes.
Get that kid, pull him to the side.
Yes.
Do a proper evaluation of them.
Right.
And you'll work, based on from there. My thing with that is every hit to the head might not require a stoppage of play.
Right.
Every hit for the head might not require attention.
Right.
So if that's going on from the ages of 6, 8, 10, doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a concussion. It could just be constant hitting
Right.
of the head.
Right.
That you really can't track.
Right.
So That's why I didn't give an answer to the question. I think I would start them at high school, 14 and up.
Right.
Where they have a better grasp in learning how to tackle.
Right.
Because, little kids, you tell them to go find the ball, get the ball, hit the guy.
Right.
They're just going to go dive and.
Well, no. This is the difference. Again, speaking for our league, and it's a few other leagues across the country. Actually, it's a lot of leagues across the country in partnership with the NFL and USA Football. The Heads Up football program, which we are all trained and certified in, teaches coaches how to teach kids proper blocking, proper tackling. And what you want to do is you want to build that from that younger age because that habit needs to be built. So what you're seeing now is we're retraining how football is played.
Okay.
And we're starting it at such a young age that it's going to preserve the game in the long run.
Okay.
And actually, if our viewers after the show, not during the show, pay attention.
Shouldn't they came multitask?
They might be able to. They got the the screen on the mirror or another tablet or something. But if you Google CTE, it's going to say it's a disease found in athletes and military veterans. So are we saying that we shouldn't go serve in the military as well?
I wouldn't say that. But I would say there's a greater good to serving our country than playing football. That's not my argument, but if I was playing devil's advocate, that's what.
I mean, you could, but I would say that football is the way to pay for not only college but private high schools, as well as, if you're lucky enough, make it to the NFL or have some type of job in the NFL, which changes the economic structure of a family.
It does.
For generations.
Then we go to what's the likelihood of you making it to the NFL.
Yeah, but you can always work for the NFL too.
True. I could do that without playing football.
You can.
I can.
You can, but we're speaking about football players in general. If I spent 4 years in college football, and let's say,
yeah, your odds are better. I mean, the odds are
better. If we play 4 years of college football, and I'm not lucky enough to get drafted or catch on with a team, I could always coach. I could always front office. I could always work for the league office. So you have many avenues. You could be a referee.
Right.
So there's many avenues that football provides. Not to mention the structure that it gives you throughout childhood. I mean, let's think about all the young people that are out here doing crazy stuff.
Put them in track.
Put them in any sport.
Right.
Because just as easily in track, if I fall and hit a hurdle and fall and hit my head.
If you fall and hit a hurdle every single time you run,
you don't need every single time. All you need is one good time to get a concussion.
But in football,
but it's not a simple.
I didn't say it could. But see, that's the thing. CTE gets mixed up in the concussion conversation. Hitting to the head.
Right.
That could be a knee to the head. That could be the head just hitting the turf.
Right.
That could be depending on who throws the ball.
Right.
The ball to the helmet.
Right.
It's one of those things where it's not going to change. People are going to put their kids in sports. People are going to not allow their kids to play for this.
That's true.
It needs to come to a way, how can we make it safer? From what I've been reading and seeing, and maybe I'm wrong, and maybe that research is a little bit off.
Okay.
Anytime your head makes contact with something, you're putting yourself in danger. So if you do it repeatedly, obviously you're putting yourself in more danger.
True.
So of course I get the argument saying the basketball and this and that, but football is the one consistent sport that's easiest to play and learn and go through and get you.
What about lacrosse, hockey? This is the interesting thing for me. Everybody attacks football.
You know why?
Everybody, and I have I think it's multiple reasons why they attack football. It's the biggest money maker.
Absolutely.
And if I'm going to be all the way real, it's the sport that we play. That pulls.
Part of it. I think it's more. If you ask me what's the biggest, okay, if we got a pop chart, that's a part of it.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest piece would just be, it's the biggest known one. Like lacrosse is known. How many people actually give a crap about lacrosse in the big picture? No disrespect to lacrosse players.
No, but here's the thing though. if we're gonna talk about contact sports,
it needs to be mentioned just as much as.
I
agree.
I agree. You get more research. Like every time there's a special done on ESPN or on a news station or on Fox News, they're talking about football. Mm-hmm. Nobody says anything about soccer, hockey, lacrosse, any of these other sports.
True.
But it's just as much contact, if not more, with less padding.
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
With less padding.
I agree.
But the thing is, and this is what parents need to understand, is that, again, you need to do your research on what league you're allowing your child to play in. Mm-hmm. Again, USA Football, in partnership with Cleveland Muni, the Heads Up football program is changing how we play the game.
Let me ask you something, and I'm glad you just said that. USA Football.
Yes.
Heads Up.
Yes.
Play 60.
Yes.
Can you explain those? Because I know
they're
youth.
So Play 60 is just an initiative to get kids outside and playing to help fight childhood obesity. Okay. Which is another thing that all these contact sports are doing too.
Absolutely.
That's what Play 60 is.
Okay.
Now, USA Football is it's a training and teaching program
for the coaches,
for the players, for the parents. Like, they have programs actually for the parents.
Oh, okay.
And we go through this, like our USA Football training is July 14th.
Okay.
Down at the Misery by the Lake. And
give the correct name of the location, please. Give the correct location. Let's be a little bit more respectful.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. You're right.
We're all there. We're all there.
No, it's seriously. It's down at Cleveland Brown Stadium.
Thank you.
I mean,
Appreciate
everybody,
that.
you know.
No.
I could have called it the quarterback killer. I didn't do that. Okay. I'm sorry. I can't wait for football season.
I see.
Right. But no, they have been great as far as hosting us and partnering with us to do different things in the community. And USA Football has a football training, being able to do it there. Like, we did it at the Browns training camp one year, mm-hmm. and then now they shifted it to the stadium. Okay. So we go in on a Saturday. We do a 4-hour session.
Wouldn't the practice field, wouldn't that have been better? Was that better? More intimate? Or?
The practice field, I like the practice field. But the Brown Stadium is just more convenient. Okay. I don't mind taking that drive to Berea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think this year we'll actually get a chance to go down on the field, because that's what we do. We actually go through.
That's your dream, right?
The training.
To actually go on Cleveland Browns Stadium. I'm glad you're able to live that.
That's
dope.
Really.
Don't worry about it. Keep on.
You know.
I'm happy for you.
I'm sure I'll.
See? Disrespect. No need.
I was about to say, I'm sure I'll catch more balls than, what's his name? Who was the receiver they just got rid of?
I don't know if any receiver that they got rid of.
What was his name?
I don't know any receiver.
The one that they brought in, Hakeem Nicks. Was it Hakeem Nicks?
I don't remember any.
Dre, who was the receiver?
Talk about Dwayne Bowe. Keep it moving.
No, not Dwayne Bowe. Kenny Britt. That's who it was. I would have caught more passes down there than he did this past season.
We moved on to the 2018, 2019 season.
You're right. But we're going to take a break. Randy is pretty upset with me right now.
Yeah, we were doing pretty good. Then somehow you fucked the Browns in.
You started it.
I asked you about the location.
I know. I'm sorry. We'll be back.
Mob ties, mob guys, big cash, money scheme, bitch, we get it on.
You ain't about no money, don't sit in my section. We gon' be going down in history. When they talk mob ties, they gon' mention me. We gon' be going down in history. Living this lifestyle, it was meant to be. We gon' be going down in history. When they talk mob ties, they gon' mention me. We gon' be going down in history. Living this lifestyle, it was meant to be. So stuck in my lifestyle, I can't think of changing. I'm on them hundreds now, I can't see no changing. I come from where niggas be envying. Tony Montana on internet. Bro told me ride with that 40 ounce. Fuck around, give him that ASAP. When shit getting rocky, get out of pocket, I reach for the rocket. I aim and shoot, John Stockton. I can't let these pussy niggas stop the profit. I'm ballin' on fake snakes and exes. You see me, just know the lifestyle stresses. You ain't about no money, don't sit in my section. I can't be seen fucking with no peasant.
If I said it, I meant it. Goddamn it, geeked up, don't know how the fuck I'm getting home. Y'all gon' remember my name, y'all gon' remember my team, and y'all gon' remember this song. Mob ties, mob guys, big cash, money scheme, bitch, we get it on. Mama was a hustler, granny was a hustler, so you know it's in my bone. Eating good, yeah, we bout that. Said we scared, yeah, I doubt that. What you made, yeah, I double that. Money bands, keep them running back. Keep them running back. Bands, keep them running back. What you made, yeah, I double that. Money bands, keep them running back.
We gon' be going down in history. When they talk my ties, they gon' mention me. We gon' be going down in history. Living this lifestyle, it was meant to be. We gon' be going down in history. When they talk my ties, they gon' mention me. We gon' be going down.
And welcome back.
I wasn't ready. Hey, welcome back, everybody.
Oh, that's funny.
I got another question for you that's still related to the youth. Yes, Dre.
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
I was
While we were on break, Randy, I don't know if you know this. We don't have a microwave in studio.
We do not have a microwave. No.
Coach decided to warm up his pizza
Allegedly.
by the space heater,
Right.
which was on the fan.
Yeah.
The heater wasn't even
I
on.
wasn't paying attention. It didn't work.
So he went out there and said, I don't know how people can eat cold pizza.
I don't.
Had no idea
I don't.
that I was standing right
do
there.
you do cold pizza?
Yeah.
I can't do cold pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can do room temperature pizza.
Hate room temperature pizza.
Really?
It's either got to be. I'm the type of person when I buy a pizza,
Right.
I take it home and put it in the oven.
Okay.
It's either got to be like that or it's got to be cold.
So you take a hot pizza and put it in the oven?
Because I want the little crispier, little
I
crunchy.
guess.
I hate sogginess, but I'd rather do a cold pizza.
See, I just can't.
Like, you walk
so
in with
let
that
me tell you,
pizza-
I don't put my pizza in the refrigerator. First of all, my pizzas don't last that long. That's number one. Like, I'll eat a whole large pizza by myself.
Okay.
Now, and then if it's me and my son, it's just game over.
It's over. Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't put and my cousin be like, dude, you gonna die.
You gonna die, you good.
I'm like, no, my stomach.
You won't get CTE.
I'm good. I won't get CTE.
But
Thank goodness.
he had, so the whole time he thought his pizza was getting warmer.
No, I didn't.
It'll actually
Honestly,
get colder.
no, I didn't. I just left it there because I knew Dre was gonna come back too on the show. See, I planted the seed.
What size pizza is
and
that?
threw a little water on it. It's a 10-inch. 10-inch. It's a little small.
That's a TV dinner, man.
Yeah,
Dre,
This
you
dude
a-
brought a
Dre,
TV
It's
dinner.
leftovers from yesterday.
Dre, you a grown man, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
a grown
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You a grown man.
Yes.
Sean's a grown man.
Yes.
Grown men can't share a 10-inch pizza.
I wasn't sharing.
Obviously.
I
So,
wasn't
Coach,
sharing. This is leftovers.
let's move on to the next topic. I got a question.
What's the question?
Youth-related question.
Yes.
Glad
yes.
we got a coach in here that can actually, answer some of these questions. You know how good of a coach you are. Are you like Mike Brown, Byron Scott good, Steve Kerr, Luke Walton good,
Ooh.
Magic Johnson with the Lakers good?
Oh man, I listen. I would like to say and think that I'm a very good coach. I'm not the greatest, not yet, but I'm a really good coach.
That's cool.
Now, as far as my sideline demeanor,
I've seen it.
you
You can't even talk right now. I've seen it. So let's move forward. Bro. I've seen it.
when
You wear
was it?
suits though.
I do wear.
You do?
Hey, I'll be fly.
I didn't say that. I just said
I'll
you
be
wear suits.
fly.
I'm about to
Dre,
say that. You're about to make this real
fly.
awkward.
Yes.
Okay, he can't say it though. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay.
All he's missing is the boost, so you be like, "Oh, Pat Riley's back." Okay, all right. That's all he missing.
Well, and I'm gonna tell you, there's a reason and a method behind it.
And your assistants do the same thing, which I think is kind of dope.
Yes. Well, so the reason that I do that is that, first of all, I never know who's watching me.
Okay.
Number two, I'm setting an example for my players.
Mm-hmm.
So when I first started coaching at Jane Addams, my guys had to wear shirt and ties to away games.
Had to.
Okay. But they embraced it.
Okay.
So I can't show up when I got them watching me. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been like that. Even when I was an assistant, shirt and tie. Always.
Okay.
Always. And then when I became a head coach, I added the blazer.
I like that. I mean, that's a good example.
Yeah. And you have to be.
I definitely give you credit for that.
Especially,
all the jokes aside, I give you credit.
I appreciate that. Especially in Cleveland, because you got to realize in our schools, there's not a lot of black men.
Right. That's very true.
Yeah.
So, Coach.
Yes.
How much issue do you take parents that are vocal towards either you and your bench?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let me be specific. You and your coaches or their kid during the games?
As far as just...
so towards you and the coaches, I would say questioning your lineups. Not even playing time for their kid, questioning the lineup. And then transition to that, them screaming out instructions for their kid, even though their kid has been in practice all week.
I love that.
Under your tutelage.
I love that.
How do you handle that?
So this is the thing. It's actually harder with the younger kids. But I tell my kids, I said, listen, during the game, your parent does not exist. I'm your dad. You do what I tell you to do. Mm-hmm. You don't listen to your parent.
Okay.
So you kind of got to like brainwash them and get them into like that mode.
Yeah.
And parents don't understand. Like I was at an 8th grade game a couple weeks ago, and unfortunately, this kid's uncle had to be escorted out of the game right before overtime started. Wow. And as this commotion is going on in the stands right in front of me, I'm looking and watching to see what the kid is doing. Mm-hmm. They're about to jump ball, and he's too busy worried about what's going on with his uncle.
Right.
And as parents and family members, we don't understand that we're distracting our kids when we're acting a complete fool in the stands.
Absolutely.
No, as far as questioning my coaching, I really haven't had to deal with a lot of that. I have a very good relationship with my players and their parents for the most part. This past season, I kind of had to deal with a little bit from one of my seniors and his family. Because they just didn't agree with what I was doing. But you have to be confident in your goals and your methods and understand that, you know, you're looking at a bigger picture. All they're seeing is from their kid's perspective. So they can't see what my complete plan is.
Okay, stop right there.
Okay.
This isn't the NBA.
No.
This isn't the big league. So
right.
Do you feel in high school you should share that plan with them?
No.
With the parent?
No. Okay. Not at all.
Okay.
Because even if I did, they probably wouldn't. I'm not gonna say that. Well, I'm gonna say they probably wouldn't understand it. Nor would they care. They only care about their kids.
That's it.
So no.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
I asked that because again we're supposed to be catering to, you know, youth athletics, and hopefully as we get our audience building up, I want people to understand that we want you to go to these games,
right.
Especially the Cleveland Municipal School District. I've been to some games. I've come to see your team play a couple of times, and
hopefully
the support's
we won
not
those
there.
Games.
One of them was against St. Ed, so we're not even gonna talk about that.
Lord Jesus.
And the other one you did win.
That was a rough game.
It was a rough game.
Yeah. We didn't get no foul calls.
He's blaming the refs a year later.
No, I'm just saying we didn't get no foul calls.
You're right. You definitely are a coach. Anyhow.
My refs love me though. Except for the one who gave me that tech.
Why'd he give you a tech?
Because I was yelling
Great
3
example, coach.
seconds out
Great
loud.
example, coach.
I mean,
Did you get
listen,
the call? Obviously, you didn't.
I
So why
did
you
get
yelling
the call,
afterwards?
but you know what? That kid didn't get to camp out in the paint after that either. So I'll take that tech.
I mean, he's just trying to keep the peace after that. It wasn't about you.
It was about me.
It's possible it was about you. I mean, you complaining like LeBron James.
Sometimes you got to take a tech.
You're right. I'm not going to question your coaching methods because I don't coach.
And this is the thing. So when I did it, I wasn't out of control about it. It was a situation where the kid had came down 2 or 3 times and was standing in the paint for like 5 seconds.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I mean, if I can see it from where I'm standing,
Right.
and you're 5 feet from me, you should be able to see
I
that,
get
and
you.
that's your call.
True.
So I said politely, I said 3 seconds. I said, sir, 3 seconds. 3 seconds. And I got tired of saying 3 seconds. So then I said 5 seconds really loud. And I did it about 3 times before he gave me a tech.
That doesn't seem tech worthy.
It's not, but you know,
wasn't tech worthy.
that guy's not a friendly ref.
Some guys take the job a little bit too
They
serious.
do. He know who he is. He's probably not watching.
He might.
He might, maybe.
You want to say his name too?
I don't know his name.
But you probably say it out loud, wouldn't you?
If I knew his name, I would say it. I would say his name. Like the great Beyonce song.
I want to go to break just because of that. We're not going to do it. Time to do a little transition into the pro sports.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Got an Eastern Conference battle going on where Cavs fan over here, Celtic fan over there,
And NBA middleman here.
middleman right there.
Yeah.
The Cavs have, well, since we last were with each other.
Yeah. They've shown some life.
Was the game over last week, last Sunday when we were here?
Yeah,
it was. It was 2-0 last week. No, did they play?
Yeah, we were blowing you guys out.
That was game 2, right?
Yeah.
Or game 1.
That's game 2.
So, anyhow, since then, the Cavs have finally won a game.
When you say finally won, like it's been like a 10-game losing streak. It just feels like it. The first 2 games was
2-0 in the playoffs is it can feel that way for the fans. Maybe not the players, but for the fans.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? As we will spend more time with each other, I always try to, when I speak, let it be known I don't play. You know, a lot of people talk as though they are playing.
Yeah.
They have no.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. So every viewpoint I give you is as a fan.
Right.
So being a Cleveland Cavalier fan, which I don't take anything for granted, these last 3 years in the playoffs have been easy. You know, it's just, you know, other than the finals.
Right.
The ride to the
It's been a cakewalk.
it's been easy.
Yeah.
And basketball isn't easy. Playoffs definitely aren't easy.
Right.
So as if I know better,
Right.
I've still gotten kind of spoiled.
Okay.
To the point where I feel, hey, if the Cavs win tonight, they're going to win.
Right.
You know?
Right. But the thing is that your expectation
Absolutely.
is to. It's not like Sundays in the winter.
Absolutely.
You know, what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
absolutely. I'm going to let that one ride.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm gonna let that one ride.
That wasn't
I'm
even
gonna
a
let that
joke
one
this
ride.
time.
And it came off so smooth.
Hey,
too.
did you see his
Sundays in
face,
the winter.
Trey?
Yeah, because we were having a real
But
good
of course.
flow.
Did you see his
It
face?
was a good flow, and then you brought
Hey,
up the brows without even bringing up the brows, and that's a talent right there.
I try. I do what I
But
can.
you know what? I'm used to it, so I'm gonna flow with it.
So here's the thing.
I thought that was really them walking.
There's been an easy walk for the Cavs to the finals. And again, your expectation along with everybody else's is that we in the finals.
Right.
We got LeBron.
Right, just used to it.
We in the East.
Right.
We gonna
going to
lose another championship. Right.
Right. Absolutely. He's saying it as a hater.
Yeah.
But he's not lying.
Yeah.
You know, unless you might play another team other than Golden State. But the point I was getting to was they finally had some advert. I mean, they had it in the first round. So
Right.
that was a wake-up call right there.
You
Like,
would
okay,
think that was a wake up call.
for me, again, as a fan.
Right.
I'm just speaking for me.
Right.
That was a wake-up call. Like, okay, this isn't like every other year.
Mm-hmm.
But because they have that guy,
Right.
because they're in the East,
Mm-hmm.
my expectation is still, and you do have the team you have, you should still make it to the finals. Now it's like, okay, Boston has said, okay, listen, we've heard what you said.
Mm-hmm.
We're good.
Right.
We're well coached.
Right.
We play the right way.
Right.
You guys got to come for real.
Right.
So,
And so I was actually in a barbershop yesterday. Shout out to my barber D. Y'all go see D Sharp down on Kinsman. It's my guy.
Marshalls?
Huh?
Marshalls?
No.
Oh.
So he said, look, LeBron coming for him. And I said, that's fine. LeBron been coming.
Yeah.
It's the rest of the guys to worry about. So now, yesterday, guys play out of their minds like they should play. But the difference in yesterday's game was that you seen the effort on the defensive end that you didn't get in Boston.
Absolutely.
And they knocked shots down.
That's the key. I mean,
That's the
People say, well, make your shots. That's obvious, but they made the shots they normally make.
Right.
You know,
so now, and this is the thing too. You know, game 3, you're going home. You had that long layoff, which I think helped an awful lot.
See, I thought that was going to hurt. They don't normally do good off of long layoffs, but they were desperate after a long layoff. That helps.
Yes, and LeBron was able to make adjustments. Ty Lue was able to make adjustments, and
excuse me.
Jesus, don't do Ty Lue like that, man.
I coughed.
Right. So,
and to be fair, I was saying to Dre earlier, it would remind me of game 1 where the Cavs came in like, this is what we do, we gonna win.
Right.
And Boston was more focused.
Right.
I think Boston came in on some, we up 2-0. We think we better than y'all. And
now,
the Cavs came in
now,
focused.
I don't think that's what it was.
I don't think that.
I think what it
early. Like,
but I think the Cavs just got out so tough on them and on such a run. Boston kept fighting.
They did.
But every time they tried to fight, the Cavs, they came and they stopped it.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was a lack of focus by Boston. I think it was just the fact that the Cavs just never let up. And then in that third quarter, which is their worst quarter,
I told Dre I didn't even watch the third quarter. I was like, because I thought I knew it was going to happen.
And it didn't happen. So what I was telling my barber is that, you know, you gotta, and we've said this many times. I think I've said this on the show, but we've talked about this too. You have to run your offense through Kevin Love.
You should.
He needs to have the ball in his hand.
Yeah.
You got a big man that can pass out of the post. That can knock down open jumpers, knock down a 15-footer, low post game. You got to get him the ball and run off of him.
Absolutely.
And when shots aren't falling, if Boston goes on a run, then LeBron can get his own.
Absolutely.
So you stop that run. You're the run stopper. You don't have to pound the ball into the ground 30 million times and waste a lot of clock, which they didn't do this time.
They did.
The
offense was moving.
The offense is moving. They got shots earlier in the shot clock, and that helped a lot.
And the coach that you mentioned earlier that I really want to talk about.
Tyronn Lue.
Anyhow, he made a comment saying
Former
he
Laker
made
great.
a mistake. Laker what? What? Did you just say? He made a comment after a game, earlier this week saying that, he probably made a mistake by taking LeBron and Kevin Love out at the same time. And,
No.
You know.
No. Listen, again, you're going to make mistakes as a coach.
Absolutely.
You're going to make mistakes, but some things just should not
things
happen.
But if we can flip it real quick to the Celtics side.
Yeah.
It was an interesting debate that was brought up by, I told you I'm a big fan of Ryan Russillo.
I love Ryan Russillo. A lot of people don't like Ryan Russillo.
And I can get why. I completely can get
why. Because he sounds like, he comes off like an ass.
Absolutely.
But he's not. Hey, listen, Ryan Russillo, if you're watching what you should be, you're welcome to come and join us at any time. We love to have
Call in. He's the type that literally would call in.
Yeah.
He would.
Matter of fact, don't even call in.
He would do
Just come in the studio.
Yeah, he would do it.
Just come in the studio. This ain't Bristol.
Right.
But we working it, dog.
Got cold pizza.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Which was the show.
Wow.
It really was a show.
Wow. Very well played.
But he mentioned about people are now the perception of the Celtics. And, you know, because of 24/7 sports talk.
Yes.
People flip-flop. They flip-flop. He obviously is a Celtic fan. He doesn't really mention a lot, but he's born and raised there, so that's his team.
He's from Boston.
Right. And he was saying about how people are now hitting you with the hindsight of saying, well, you should have known that the Celtics were this good. And you should have known that. But his attitude was, okay, if anybody had mentioned to you back in October that the Celtics wouldn't have Kyrie Irving, they wouldn't have Gordon Hayward,
right,
and they would be up 2-0 in the conference finals,
right,
who would have believed it?
Right.
Obviously no one. So it goes about credit. Who would he give credit to? The players, the coach.
Right.
Would they be this good without Kyrie?
Right.
With all that being said, which I think is good for sports talk, because that right there is about 4 different topics. I just want to give the Celtics credit for losing. Well, one guy you lost at the beginning of the season. So, let me change it again. Brad Stevens is a monster.
Yes, love
because
Brad Stevens.
As a coach, I'm guessing you know how he had to prepare his team in training camp to be this team.
Right.
No longer are we the Avery Bradley, Isaiah Thomas. We're not that.
Right.
We are now Kyrie Irving, Gordon Hayward. This is the team we're about to roll out with.
Right.
Game 1, you lose one of those guys.
Yeah.
So now he's coaching a whole different way now.
And then you lose Kyrie.
Then you lose Kyrie.
Yeah.
So he's basically coached 3 different teams
in a year,
in one season.
But see, he's created a
with young guys. Let's not forget, because one of those guys could have been like, you know what, my time. Jason Taylor could have been on some.
Yeah.
It's my squad. Jaylen Brown could have been on some. No, I was here last year. This Jason Terry. Sorry, Terry Rozier. Right. Wow. Terry Rozier could have said, "Yo, I'm hot right now. I got this."
Right.
He's still able to keep these guys, rolling the right way.
But here's the thing, though. You look at these guys coming from winning basketball programs in college, where that's the only thing that's important. Like when you get
where did Jaylen Brown come from?
That's a good question.
I honestly don't know. I should look that up.
But you have an atmosphere that's a winning atmosphere, a winning locker room, a winning environment, a winning culture, and a winning organization. As much as we hate the Celtics,
true.
It's all about winning. So when you have that combination of things, players can become selfless, and drafting that kind of player is important too. Danny Ainge did a hell of a job. As much as I don't like him,
great job.
He's probably the best GM in the NBA.
He's by far the best.
He's and a lot of people can't stand him. Me being one of them.
Really?
Never could. I couldn't stand him when he was a player.
I like him as a player. Most people like him as a player.
Oh my God.
Well, he's one of those guys where he has to be playing for your team to like you.
I liked him as a player.
Did you?
Exactly. He's a Celtic fan.
Yeah, that's true.
He's one of those guys.
Well, see, I don't remember Danny Ainge Boston. I remember Danny Ainge Phoenix.
Yeah.
And
by then he was a complete jerk. He was a jerk and it wasn't good then.
Yeah.
So it's like,
he was on the tail end.
It was like, dude, what are you doing? Yeah, I get that.
But even Brad Stevens, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't like Brad Stevens at Butler because he used to beat the hell out of Cleveland State. I couldn't stand.
Right.
Same thing with Hayward. And what's the other kid they had?
Point guard.
Yeah. He's in the league now.
I can see him, Mac.
Yeah, Sheldon Mac.
Yeah.
Couldn't stand him.
Yeah.
Like, so I remember I was at the CSU Butler game that was on ESPN. It was a blackout game. Courtside. Great seats. Great. Shout out to my homie Rico.
Hey, Rico.
He was just, Sheldon Mac talks so much mess.
Really?
Oh, my God. I'm like, dude, you're not even that good.
Well, I was about to say that, but I wasn't going to say that.
Give me some sneakers and some shorts, man.
Don't be that guy.
I'm just saying.
Continue.
Lockdown.
Okay.
Just saying. But no, but Brad Stevens, I mean, like I can't deny he's an amazing coach. He's one of those guys where when I watch basketball 24/7. Like I watch YouTube videos on different things, and his sideline out of bounds plays, his baseline out of bounds plays. Like,
they always work.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
Always work.
So I find myself watching a lot of the stuff that he does after timeouts, his half-court offenses. He is just a great basketball mind. And I found myself saying, damn, I'd love to be a Boston assistant coach just to learn from this dude.
Right.
As much as I hate Boston.
I mean, you've said that a few times. You really hate Boston.
Why do you hate Boston, Coach?
Because it's Boston. I can't stand the Red Sox.
Laker fan.
I can't stand the Celtics. Oh, my God.
So you don't like winners?
Man, come on, man. Miss me with that. I don't like the Bruins.
Championship.
I'm going to tell you. You want me to tell you the one thing I like about Boston? Sam Malone.
Who is that? Or what is that?
Wow. You don't know who Sam Malone is?
I have no clue who Sam Malone is.
Cheers. Filmed in Boston.
Can we go to a commercial break? Just for
Yeah,
what?
we are.
What?
We are.
You know what?
We are on a break.
We about to go to a commercial
Bill
break.
Belichick.
This dude just brought out a Cheers reference. He wasn't born when Cheers was on. When we come back, we're going to finish up the Cavs Celtics.
Shout out to Ted Danson.
Wow. Talk a little.
You ever watch Frasier?
We're on a commercial break right now.
I like Frasier.
We're leaving. No.
The moment that is
Coach. Live
Make your music career. Music career with Platinum Seller Beats. One, and the only.
Cause I hustle hard. I'ma hustle hard. Watch me hustle hard. I'ma hustle hard. Cause I hustle hard. Watch me hustle hard. I'ma hustle hard. Watch me hustle hard.
Serve your bad face, ain't no need for no mascot. Marijuana, cocaine, heroin, our cash crop. Kush fields and poppy plants, we ain't growing vegetables. Skinny jean wearing niggas, all these homosexuals. After all the killers and the dealers, y'all next to go. Oh, judge people, I just thought that I should let you know. My car come from Spain and my cane come from Mexico. My mind on the kitchen, so my heart where a chef should go. I just wanna cop pies and shoot off my Glock 9. There's cameras on the block, so we don't serve by the stop sign. I learned from the wisdom, you could say I'm kinda clockwise. Time equals money, damn, I hustle hard.com. Why?
Cause I hustle hard. I'ma hustle hard. Watch me hustle hard. I'ma hustle hard. Cause I hustle hard. Watch me hustle hard. I'ma hustle hard. Watch me hustle hard.
Waiting on my turn in the cut like a band-aid. Being broke is not an option, so I got them bands saved. Niggas snitching, got the block twisted like a corkscrew. You hopped off the stairs, but I hopped off the porch too. Hustle so hard, my bank looking like the horseshoe. They made me hustle in the hood, nigga, did they force you? Ears are to hear, so I know you niggas heard of me. Money over death and I die for my currency. Is Boogie the hottest nigga out? Certainly I learned how to cook it up from Harvard University. Big weight, get your arms strong like Hercules, and they'll put a price on your head, but we work for free. Why?
Cause I hustle hard. I'ma hustle hard. Watch me hustle hard. I'ma hustle hard. Cause I hustle hard. Watch me hustle hard. I'ma hustle hard. Watch me hustle hard.
Welcome back.
Hey,
How's it going?
awesome.
Great. Dre Day. How's it going back there, baby?
It's going great, man.
So,
You know.
we're going to talk a little bit of Senate baseball.
The Washington Senators? They're no longer in existence.
Really? No, Senate baseball. Cleveland. Senate
Oh,
baseball.
we're back to high school sports.
Yeah, we're gonna
I
talk
like
about
how you
a
did
little
that.
high school sports.
All right.
Rhodes. James F. Rhodes.
Damn.
James F. Rhodes. That's another school I really don't mess around with too much. But it's okay though. Congratulations, Rhodes, on your second Senate baseball championship. Back-to-back champs. Defeating John Marshall 9-5 down at I still call it Jacobs Field. I will always call it Jacobs Field. That's where I had my first job at.
That was my first job.
That was your first job?
Absolutely.
Too? Shout out to the Low High Pantry.
Oh, I made up for it.
Where were you at?
On the grill.
Really? In the kitchen?
In the kitchen.
Club lounge?
No. Regular
No?
concession stand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was in the suites.
I figure you always in some sweets. You are a bougie dude.
Wow. Wow. But yeah, Rose won 9-5 over John Marshall.
How does that work? Is that just a
second back-to-back.
one-game championship, or do they do like a
One-game
series?
championship?
In baseball?
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah. It would be great if they did a series.
A little three-game
Best
series.
out of three.
2 out of 3, yeah.
But they got a chance to play at Progressive Field.
Which is cool.
Yeah, it is. They actually play games at League Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is a lot of people don't know the history behind League Park.
I mean, Babe Ruth played there, but
I mean,
No
Satchel
big
Paige
deal.
played there.
No
that's,
big deal.
That's it.
No
you
big
know.
deal. And it's right up the street for me, so I'm gonna definitely shout out.
Yeah.
What up?
Yeah.
League
Shout
Park.
out to League Park.
Which they also have a very nice museum in there. If you
Yeah.
ever go in there, a lot of African American history in there. So
a lot
Check it out.
of history that
Yeah.
people don't know about in this city.
absolutely.
Tell us about some of it.
Well, that's where the Negro League games were at.
I like when he tries to catch us off guard.
Yeah, he does.
And he gives us that look like they don't know.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, the Cleveland Browns used to play and practice down there too.
They did.
I was actually one of the people.
They were the Spiders back then, so when we were winning all those extra Super Bowls that y'all don't want to count.
That's because they were
winning Super Bowls
not
with the Browns
Super
too,
Bowls.
but we're not gonna talk about
those weren't Super Bowls either.
Were they championships?
They were
I can't help
championships.
that they changed the name.
It
They
wasn't
were
a Super Bowl though.
titles from winning.
Listen, just let it go. You haven't won a championship in the Super Bowl
What
era.
more do you? I will hold on. We have
Super
more
Bowl era.
than the Cowboys and the
Wow, he
Ravens
throwing
and whatever.
lots of shots here.
You know what? We're diverting from the
Yeah, because you just got.
I did. It's
okay.
You're right.
It's all right.
You started with the Browns.
But listen, people, if you have not been down to League Park, go down to League Park. Take your kids down to League Park. It's an amazing place to be. When they were working and trying to get it renovated and rebuilt, I actually was one of the people that signed that petition. Once I found out about that place, I had no clue, and I've been in Cleveland my whole life.
Okay.
The history that was behind that park.
You're not that old.
Say that again.
You're not that old.
I mean, I'm not, but I think
my whole life.
I mean, I'm just making an example, Dre. Why you putting me out there like that? So, Dre, tell us how it was to buy popcorn at that original concession stand.
Well, I think since we talked about my team, Celtics.
Wait, why do we do that? How do we? They played in League Park.
No, just back to his age. I have a starter's jacket that's older than this guy.
Wow.
So you know when he goes like
in the closet too?
My whole life. Ooh wee.
Right.
30-something years.
This guy. Listen, I'm just making a point. That's all.
Oh, sorry.
That a lot of people go their whole lives in this city and don't know some of the history in that city.
Gotcha.
That's all I'm sure.
You said that, man, just real fast. I hate converting.
Yeah.
Me and my wife went to breakfast this morning down at the casino.
Okay.
So leaving out of Tower City, they got these pictures on the wall. That is picture of Gordon Park